today's episode, we turn the mic over to Assistant Director of the PPC and PPA programs, Elba Muñoz, and Courtney Boudreaux, who is a member of KGI's first cohort in the Postbac Pre-PA Certificate program. Courtney received a human biology degree at UC Santa Cruz, while Elba earned her bachelor's and master's at Cal State LA. Through this episode, they talk about the PPA program's first year and the unique aspects of KGI.
So we're here joined by Courtney Boudreaux, who's going to talk to us a little bit about her experience in the new PPA program. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
How did you first become interested in coming to KGI?
So I knew a little bit about KGI from undergrad. I knew about their Postbac Pre-Medical Certificate program, but as a student pursuing a career as a physician assistant, I didn't think that it was very applicable to me. So I spent some time trying to take classes at community college and other universities to meet all of the requirements for the PA programs that I was interested in applying to. And when I realized that KGI had a structured postbac program designed for physician assistant students, I was interested in applying, and I was really happy to find out that this was the first year they had this specific program.
That's great. So can you tell me a little bit about what you think is so unique about our PPA program?
I really like this PPA program because it's so designed for students at any point in the process of applying to PA school. So there's a lot of clinical hours that students need to obtain in order to apply to PA schools, as well as meeting extra prerequisite classes that might not be required in their undergraduate majors. And so KGI's designed this program to help students meet those undergraduate those prerequisite classes, as well as helping students get those clinical hours. Personally, I came in with all of those requirements and just needed a little bit more academic support and polishing. And so that's what this program provides to me. But it's really designed for anybody at any point of their application process.
That's awesome. So can you tell me about some of your favorite courses that you've been taking, and why are they your favorite?
Great question. So currently in the spring semester, my favorite class is ALS 430, which is Advanced Pharmaceutical Discovery, and it's with Dr. Anastasia Levitin. And I think I enjoy that class so much because she's such an engaging professor, and I'm also learning things that I feel will be really applicable later on in my career. So it's really interesting. I enjoy it. It's the middle class of my day, and it's just such a great pick-me-up.
That's great. So I know that you're interested in going into physician assistant studies. So can you tell me a little bit about how you came to that discovery and how our program is helping you to achieve that goal?
Absolutely. So I was always on the pre-med route in undergrad. I thought I wanted to be a doctor. And then I started working in the ER in Salinas, California during undergrad as an ER scribe. And there I kind of realized that the role of a PA is very similar to that of a physician, but they have flexibility to move amongst different specialties such as emergency medicine, OB, and primary care, and are able to really focus on where healthcare is needed. So after I realized that the PA route would be something that I would consider and would be aspire to, as opposed to the long road that is, there to becoming a doctor. And I really feel that KGI is helping me meet these goals by exposing me to all these different schools and different programs and what they have to offer. I had applied once and was unsuccessful. And one of the great things I enjoy about this KGI program is that we have the opportunities to meet firsthand with admissions directors and learn about their schools, their mission statements, what they look for in an applicant, which will ultimately help me, be not only a successful applicant, but successful physician assistant, hopefully in the future. Okay, now it's my turn to ask you some questions. So first off, I was wondering what you would describe your role at KGI is and how you've developed it over time and how has it changed?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So I started my career here at KGI September of 2015, and I started off advising solely the PPC students, which is our most popular postbac program that we mirrored the PPA program as of. So most of my role is advising the students and preparing them for medical school. And now with the PPA program is also helping students to prepare their PA application coming up this early spring. So it's a combination of an administrative role, advising role, and also I serve as the instructor. And a lot of the things that I work on is helping to coordinate a lot of the co-curricular activities that students get involved in, with traveling to visit the programs, meeting with program directors or medical school deans. Also, coming up this spring, we're going to prepare our students for their multi-mini interviews. So our students also get a lot of mock interview preparation, interview coaching, which is one of the nice things that our program is very unique in, that we fully immerse our students and prepare them for everything that they're going to expect in the application cycle.
That's so great. I was wondering, what do you think makes a successful pre-physician assistant student here as opposed to all of the other different programs that we have?
What I think makes our program most unique is that students are able to have the one-on-one interaction. So our students have 2 other advisors in the program, and we are solely dedicated to our students. So students first in our program, and you get a lot of that mentoring, what I like to call kind of like you have your own personal Yoda that's kind of walking you through the whole process and kind of guiding you and preparing you, and also helping you to develop as a professional. So I think those are the things that are very unique. And the fact that our students get to visit schools, they understand the curriculum to the schools that they're going to be applying to. So students also have that mindset, am I a good mission fit for this school? And if not, then they start to research and look at different schools that they might be a mission fit for, which is why our students are more successful in our program, because they are applying to schools that they are a good fit for.
Yeah, I really agree with that. Just bouncing off that with my personal experience, when we went on our Arizona trip, I learned so much about the different PA programs and schools that I would have applied to based off the website versus what they were actually looking for, and realized that, I appreciate, the modular-based learning system and schools that don't necessarily move you around for the second year every 3 to 4 weeks. So learning about that was just so helpful, and definitely will help me pick schools more selectively and where I think I would fit in much better this upcoming May when I do plan on applying again. So thank you for that. Another question I have is, how do you and the program director, Dr. June Kim, balance the responsibilities of leading these 2 different programs?
That's a great question. So we both have a very macro and micro level of approach to details. So June likes to take on the big macro details, where I like to focus in on the micro details that really help out and really make a difference in making sure that our students are really getting at the maximum opportunities to be able to grow as professionals. And so we like to change things up in terms of how we run the class. So we kind of bounce ideas off of each other frequently, and we like to tag team. So also has a lot to do with our working team personality. So we kind of complement each other in the ways that we approach things, and a little bit differently. I know his background's a lot more in education, and mine has a very diverse, different things that I've been working on. And so I think together we make a really good team. And so our students also see that and know that we work really hard for our students to be successful in the program. So there isn't a clear-cut dynamic in how we divide those responsibilities. We just kind of pick up from where the other person leaves off.
I know you mentioned extracurriculars a couple minutes ago, but what are some of the extracurriculars that students really enjoy here and will help them throughout their application process and just development as future healthcare professionals?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we came up with the term VIC Week, so VIC Week, which is volunteering in communities. So this is where we invite community partners from different areas around our school. For example, we have Uncommon Good, where our students can mentor and tutor students that are in the Pomona area. And so I think that gives students a little bit of experience working with teens and children that are coming from disadvantaged backgrounds. So that's one of the areas where students like to work at or volunteer at. And then also we invite Casa Colina. So students come and volunteer, Casa Colina comes to share with our students the different opportunities that they have in a clinical setting that they can work on and work on those skills that they need to increase. So that's in the medical setting. We also have CTRI, which is the Community Translational Research Institute, and that's in partnership with the Claremont Graduate University. And they also partner up with Pomona Unified School District, and so they do diabetes screening for parents in the area, and our students get trained on how to be able to do the screenings and also provide educational opportunities for prevention. And so I think it's a really great opportunity for our students to be in those leadership roles. And also for students that have an interest in working with seniors, we have Mingle and Munch. So our students get to just help serve the local seniors that are in the area and just sit down with them, be able to have conversations with them, and just be able to be like some sort of a, not mentor, but just kind of be a companion for them.
So great. Lastly, what do you think makes KGI unique?
I could be very biased because I find that our program is really unique in a lot of different aspects. And the reason why I think our program is very unique is because we are huge innovators. So we think outside the box, and our students learn how to think outside the box. So our curriculum is probably what's most unique and what I like to term as off-label. So it's not very typical that you find our courses and the things that our students get involved in that really gives them that cutting edge competitiveness when they're getting ready to apply to the graduate health professional program. So you box everything up, and we have like outstanding students, and they're doing extremely well in the cycle when they're applying, and they're thriving in medical school and PA school as well.
Great. Thank you so much.